story time. This one is going to be great, so just sit down, relax, put yourself in the most comfortable position you can, and let's get into the story. This one is titled Shadows of the Gutter. In the heart of New York City, where skyscrapers pierced the sky and the streets teemed with life, there existed a world hidden from the bustling crowds. A world of dark alleyways and winding sewers. It was within these forgotten corners that our tale unfolds. The year was 1912, and the winter that had draped the city in a shroud of cold and dampness. Rain fell in sporadic bursts, and the pitter-patter of droplets echoing against the cobblestone streets. Amidst the labyrinth alleyways, a solitary figure treaded cautiously, his footsteps muffled by the gloom. Did you hear that? Let's get back to it. Theodore Crane was his name, a journalist by trade and a seeker of truth in a city veiled by shadows. With a weathered face etched with lines of experience, he navigated the maze of the streets with a sense of purpose, his trench coat billowing in the biting wind. As Theodore ventured deeper into the heart of the city, a sense of unease settled over him like a suffocating cloak. The darkness seemed to press in from all sides, and the distant sounds of the city faded into an eerie silence. Yet he pressed on, driven by a curiosity that gnawed at his insides. It was then that he stumbled upon a gathering of homeless souls huddled around a flickering fire for warmth. Among them was old Jack, a grizzled veteran of the streets who bore the scars of a life lived on the margins of society. "Evenin', Mr. Crane," old Jack greeted, his voice rough with age. "What brings you to these parts on a night like this?" Theodore nodded in his acknowledgement, his eyes scanning the faces gathered around the meager fire. "Just passing through, Jack. Heard any tales worth telling lately?" A knowing glint sparked in old Jack's eyes as he leaned in closer, his voice dropping to a considerable whisper. "Aye, there's one tale that sends shivers down the spine of even the bravest soul, the legend of the Gutter King." Theodore's interest was piqued, and he settled in among the group of eager to hear more of this mysterious figure. According to the old Jack, the Gutter King was a creature of the night, a spectral being that dwelled in the depths of the city's sewers, emerging only to prey on the unsuspecting. It is said that the Gutter King awaits in the darkness, luring in those who have lost their way with promises of warmth and shelter. Old Jack recounted, his voice trembling with fear. "But once you're in the grasp, there's no escaping its clutches." Theodore listened intently, his mind racing with possibilities of such a tale. But as he prepared to delve deeper into the mysteries, a chill wind swept through the alley, sending shivers down his spine. Turning slowly, Theodore's blood ran cold as he beheld a figure emerging from the shadows. A figure cloaked in darkness, with eyes that burned with an otherworldly light. It was the Gutter King, come to claim its next victim. With the primal instinct for survival, Theodore fled into the maze of alleyways, his heart his chest as he sought refuge from the relentless pursuit of the creature. But no matter how far he ran, the Gutter King was always one step behind, its malevolent laughter echoing through the night. In a desperate bid for sanctuary, Theodore ducked into a narrow passageway, his breath ragged as he pressed himself against the cold, damp walls. And there, in the suffocating darkness, he waited, his senses attuned to the slightest sound. Hours passed like an eternity as Theodore remained hidden, his mind plagued by visions of the creature that hunted him. But as dawn broke over the horizon, the streets of New York City remained shrouded in mystery. The legend of the Gutter King, a whispered terror in the hearts of those who dared to venture into the shadows. As Theodore emerged from his hiding place, he knew that he had narrowly escaped the clutches of the Gutter King. But at what cost? For in the heart of the city, amidst the towering skyscrapers and the bustling streets, there lurked a darkness that could never truly be vanquished. A darkness that hungered for the souls of the lost and forgotten. And as Theodore Crane walked away, he couldn't help but wonder if he had truly escaped the fate that awaited him in the depths of the city's darkest secrets. That's it for the story tonight. If you enjoyed this story of the Gutter King, make sure others get to enjoy it as well. Show your friends and family. Anyways, thanks for listening. Have a good one.